Hey everyone, so glad you could join us today for this World Card Making Day. It's going to be, well, hopefully you're having fun. I'm Cheryl Algie from Kerrang in Northern Victoria, as most of you probably know. I'm going to just do a little card using these two stamp sets and so Campology and a Good Man. I've not used this one before. And I'm going to use my fast becoming my favourite, the Evergreen, where are we? The Evergreen Forest embossing folder. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to use my Memento and my Stamparatus. You don't have to use your Stamparatus, but doing a scenery card or a card creating a scene, I think I'll do I wasn't actually going to do that yet. I was going to make sure it was straight. Actually might take that out till I see if that's straight. And I've got it to that line there, just above the Stampin' Up. Just want to make sure my sentiment's straight. Yep, that's fine. Looks straight on my Stamparatus, but it just doesn't look as though it's straight there. It looks like it's crooked. So yeah, that should be all good. Straight down with those two. Hopefully we've got a good image. Won't matter if we don't, because we can go over it again. I did do this before and I thought I'd messed up there, but when you have a look at the stamp, it is like that. So just sometimes like to have my sentiment a little bit darker, and that's the advantage of the Stamparatus. It gives you that option. Don't worry about it not having it too dark for my man and the child, because I'm going to colour those in. Oh, that's what I didn't grab my lens. Sorry about that. I need red. Now, so I might actually have started with the face and the skin first, but I don't believe the ink was quite dry. So I'm going to start with this little guy's shirt first this time. I'm not an expert at colouring in, but just if you just go on those lines there where you can see the artist or Stampin' Up, somebody has made it easy for us. Yeah, the reason where I diverted from the skin was the Memento wasn't quite, I don't think it was quite dry, and I was picking up little black bits. So I think we'll do the shirt, we'll do the clothing first. Just some quick colouring in. Don't you just love your blends for colouring in? I don't actually use my Stampin' Blender pen. What do you call it? Can't remember the name of it. Isn't that terrible? I actually usually go in with the dark and then go over it with the light to add some dimension. Now, my light balmy blue, I've got my dark balmy blue. I don't know if I need to do any lines with the with the pants. It's just got that's his pants leg. I had to look at my cover to see what that was down there. Thought it was a shoe, but I think it's a foot. So we'll do the guy's shirt in navy. Is that my light? Yep. You'll notice I've got little labels on them, as the writing is a bit small. Just helps me to know what I've grabbed. And then, what did I do? Went over in the light. I meant to go over it in the dark and then do light for his shirt. Look what I do, and I'm not even really nervous because it's just me here. But I know you guys are going to be watching. Well, I hope you're going to be watching. It's rather a cute little card that I've worked out. I have done a couple of, don't know if anyone follows me on Facebook, but I do Facebook Lives every Friday night, and I have done a couple of cards using the same format as this, but not the same. As I said, this is the first time I've used a Good Man. I don't even actually know why I got it, really. I had seen some lovely cards with it, and I got it, and then that's what I do. I got it, and then I thought, oh, why did I get that? But it's actually got some really good, like it's your day. You could use that for anything. I nearly coloured his foot blue. That wouldn't be good, would it? It's probably a good reason to do the feet first. Never mind. And then you can see I just blend it all in with the lighter one. Till you're happy. Of course, we all do things differently, so whatever suits you. And did the pants in crumb cake. And I did his hair in crumb cake too. Might as well do that while I've got it in my hand. Probably should have done the darker bits. Oops, wrong end. Realise he had bits in his hair that I could have done a bit of dimension with. There we go. Let's go over that with the lighter one, the darker one. And oops, I've got both ends off. What am I doing here? I want the lighter one to go do his pants. I'm just trying to get through this colouring quickly because you don't want to sit here all day and watch me colour, do you? Now we've just got the skin tones to do, the little foot here. I'm quite sure what that is there. Look. No, it's nothing that I have to colour in. It's getting a bit worried there. that part of the scene done. Now, I hope I haven't discarded my mask. So now we're going to pop a mask over him. I've just stamped that on. It's not sticking very well. I meant to put some multi-purpose glue on that to help it to stick a bit better, which I will do. I was going to do that when I finished this card before, but I didn't. I forgot. Let me not forget this time. So you want that. I can come over him a bit more there than what I've done previously. I have to give this a good press, this stamp, because sometimes it doesn't stamp in the middle there very well. Maybe it's me. Probably is me. Stay down. I don't know if I actually want to go over you, do I? I probably don't quite. Just trying to gauge where that is and hope that hasn't moved on me. I don't want to stamp on his trousers, so that just gives you the stamping. Just where you want it and not over the top of the man. See, I could have done that a bit better, but that will all work out in the end, I promise you. So now it's for Mr. Big Shot. Bring this round to the side that I want. So it's not Mr. Big Shot. We're not allowed to call it that anymore, are we? It's our die cutting, embossing and die cutting machine. Now what a mouthful. So when you're using a thick 3D folder, you just have the bottom platform and your folder with your image inside. I'm going to come down a bit, come up a bit. So I kind of don't want to go over my greeting. Although if you did with the embossing, if you did, it wouldn't matter. I did on one of the cards. I did, and it doesn't really matter. It's this way down. It's just moving a bit because I'm using it on grid paper. Got it on a firm surface, it doesn't move like that. Let's just quickly get that out of there. Then we have this, and then we take out olive ink and a little sponge dauber. That's old olive. We're just going to ink up these trees here. Just gently. I want to go too hard, although it doesn't matter much if you do. Just go off your edge a bit before you go onto your piece. Oops, I nearly went over his head. Where's my mask gone? Handy to put that over there so you're not tempted to give him green hair. That wouldn't be too good, would it? Come down here. There is a tricky bit here. I'll show you in a minute. In between his arms. Sort of got to get in between there. It's a bit difficult with this dauber. So I really need to do this bit here, I think, in the green. and fill in this bit here. I could have gone a little bit closer to the man. And then because we've done that, we need to fill in here as well, we're trying not to get too much green on other spots. That's better. Better this time. Whoops. Go a bit further. Last time I did it, he had green arms. Wouldn't be too good. There we go. That's better. And you could fill in these bits here, but depends what the effect is that you want. Just looking at that. Yeah, I think I've done this a few times because I'm not real good at videos that aren't live, and I had a few catastrophes, so I think it actually does look better if you fill in between the trees here. Looks a bit bare if you don't. Just looking at my first card I did. So then we'll fill in this side too, because that's where the embossing is as well. I'll just put that there and we'll get as close to the arm as we can. I guess this is one of those cards that each time you did it, it would be different too. And then for the sky, I'm just going to do soft seaside suede. Seaside suede. Seaside spray. Is that what it's called? I'll have to look. Seaside spray. Yep. Oh, I just temporarily forgot what that was called. That's looking blue, green. Just kind of go around your edges as well. I want to get in that bit. I've got blue tips to my trees. You're going to say, she's got blue trees. Yeah, she has, but she's going to fix that. Just go back in with some, might not even need to ink up with that. Take a bit of the blueness out. Doesn't matter anyway, really, because trees can look bluey green, can't they? The tops of them. These ones are anyway. And there we go. That's our front done. And I was going to put some twine around, oops, I'm going to do the bottom of that, around there too, but then I decided I don't think it needs any embellishments at all. This card have, now what have I done with my black piece? Oh, it was here somewhere, so that's just going to go straight onto here with some multi-purpose glue. Love to mat what cards I can on black. It just is so dramatic, isn't it? Just gives it that nice, I don't know, professional look. Okay, and when you emboss, you really need to use the multi-purpose glue if you use your tapes, it can rip your embossing, okay? So then we'll go down on here. Just a normal standard card base. Oops, I've got glue oozing out of there. Try to avoid that if you can. Now we'll just do, oh, I didn't grab an envelope, but you can visualise an envelope, can't you? I'm just going to do the same. I would do the same on the envelope as I'm doing here. Just going to stamp it like this. Again, giving it a good press in the middle. Close that properly. Oops, I had that upright for too long, didn't I? I like to store it upside down so it doesn't, so it comes out easier. Put it back in its holder. I hate when no nails are just cut. I've got no nails to pick anything up with. I just noticed there where it's just sitting up a bit. So there we go. There's our sweet little card. Thank you for looking, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I need to get my bone folder and press that down. Bye-bye.